Yo, I'm just gonna get this out real quick. I'm getting ready to go into the gym and pump some iron, but I'm listening to the amazing talk over there on Barbarian Banter, and they got Disco Orpheus on. So cool for these ideas to be getting shared the way they are. And I want to make this video in order to reply to a particular commenter, not out of disrespect or anything like that. I think he's like kind of raising an important point that people need to keep in mind. It kind of gives me the opportunity to share something. So, first of all, there's gnosis, which is a verb. It's like something you do. It's a state of mind. It's your, or maybe an energetic configuration of your perception. Maybe it's your true knowing. It's when you're tapped in and you just know things. It's almost like a kind of common sense in a way. Which is why so I want to differentiate gnosis from narratives, right? So there's different narratives circulating out there about what Gnosticism, quote unquote, is or isn't. Okay, but I think that we should separate that from just simple gnosis itself, which is like a state of heightened awareness or something along those lines. I'm not an expert, but it has more to do with like a meditative trance-like state that you can enter. Now, when it comes to like what is gnosis, or what is the narrative, what is Gnosticism, what is the true narrative of Gnosticism, that's where I feel like you need to exercise your own judgment, your own common sense, right? Like this idea, because obviously I'm in favor of the understanding, you seeing the planetary environment, our shared environment, as something beautiful. I prefer to look at her as a kind of a goddess that's alive, and she's wonderful. She's giving us everything. She's literally giving us everything. She's giving us our air. She's giving us our food. She's giving us just the opportunity for me to even be sitting here and talking to you. We get all of that because of her, So for me, the idea that she's a prison, that's the prison planet hypothesis. For me, I feel like if you really tap in and like go out and just like look at nature and just exist in nature, especially on like a beautiful day or whatever, it's like, how could you're watching birds fly around, you're watching butterflies, all these creatures just like existing. It's like, dude, how could anybody tell me that the planetary environment is a prison? It doesn't actually make any sense. Now, if you're like stuck in a shitty city, or like some ghetto type environment, and you're always living, you're just constantly having to go to some job you hate, and whatever, your existence sucks. I can understand why people would get it in their mind that that reality itself, that nature itself, the planetary environment herself, was created to ensnare you and to be a prison. But that's not true. I mean, to me, it's like, if you really tap into your true inner knowing, like, can you not see the difference there, right? Like, nature didn't create those cities. Humans created those cities, right? The economic situation that we're all sort of stuck in to some degree is not a direct product of nature herself. So, you can't really blame that on the mother goddess, but yeah, that's something that you have to feel into for yourself. Like, I can sit here and tell you over and over again that nature is something wonderful and beautiful, but it's like, you kind of just have to get out there and spend time with her and see that for yourself, So yeah, man, I mean, that for me, that's what kind of cuts through the crap. So yes, I know there's a lot of different potential narratives that people propound, and They always will, you know. But fundamentally, it's kind of coming down to, you know, you have people who are saying that we are living on a prison planet, whatever shape she may be, right? Whether it's a globular ball planet or a flat disc planet or a ring planet, you know, whatever. You got people saying that this is a prison and you're in the soul trap. And then you have what I believe to be, you know, what my gnosis tells me is the true Gnosticism, which is seeing the environment as something wonderful and magnificent. And really, we're just dealing with some kind of archontic overlay, you know, and once we move past that archontic overlay, you know, we'll just be, we're back in paradise. We've been in paradise all along, you know. So I was gonna bang out like a long comment to this this individual, but I thought, hey, why not just make a video and share this with you guys? Because man, it's my favorite subject. I think it's so important. It's freaking everything to me, and I'm just so happy that Disco Orpheus got to go on the Barbarian Banter show, and they gave him a platform. They're talking about all this stuff. It's just awesome, dude. I'm so fucking stoked about it. Love you guys. See you later.